Banter fam, manipulation phase. These last couple of days feels like I've been living a lifetime and a movie, right? We had Trump walking through the doors, but to see the emotions, to see this random Trump coin and to see Solana go crazy and the rest of the altcoins get sucked, it's been very interesting. And it's made me realize that you will have similar bull markets, but in some way, they're all completely different, right? And there's different ways and reasons that will make altcoins ignite, that will make these alt seasons ignite. But we have to get through these big manipulative phases. And I want to explain to you guys that we have been in a big manipulation phase and also a very mixed emotion phase, right? That's basically made people question everything, right? And just to see, the anticipation of Trump walking through, and, a lot of people thought we would explode when he speaks and he walks through the doors, but we actually exploded before, and then we pulled back after that. Okay, so what we're doing today is I'm going to explain to you where I see this entire market in my brain, right? Where it's basically at. But I want to explain to you guys that this Trump token and Solana pumping, this was very, very good for altcoins. Okay, and this for me was billions and billions of new eyeballs coming in. And what it told me is the market is ready for eyeballs. And we know what that means, right? We know that means acceleration phase. And it means that it is time for the market to start to move and eyeballs to come flooding in. It was very clear by launching a damn meme coin 2 days before walking through the doors. What are the tactics here? The tactics are the market is getting ready to accelerate, okay? And this was a tactic of bringing new eyeballs into crypto. We just had about $80 billion new money come into crypto, okay? And all we had to do was get through this crazy little popcorn phase. And I'm now at this point now where the manipulation phase is ending and the market is going to start trending. And by Bitcoin breaking all-time highs yesterday was not nothing. It cleared and opened up the gates. There is no more wall at $108,000. There's no more wall at $105,000. The market is ready to break that and to start extending. Plus, the hype over Bitcoin is slowly ending, right? It's starting to slowly move down. And we saw this when we had a meme coin hit $80 billion, right? People don't want Bitcoin. They want these alts. Right? And the market is at this phase now where the Bitcoin is going to slowly start dying down and the altcoin rise is going to start going. So today I have multiple entries. I have multiple altcoins, okay, that these big wallets over here, okay, are buying, right? We can see very clearly here what altcoins are now on the list. And there's a lot of them. I can't believe it. Like, the president's like quite the degen, eh? They're very degen. I was going through the list. I was like, what the hell? Like, it is very clear what comes next. Okay, and we need to prepare for it. So, guys, I've been sick. I had food poisoning for the last 3 days. I still don't have any food in my system. Okay, but I'm here. I'm pumped up, and I'm ready to make sure that we start an incredible streak and a run together. Let's prepare for what happens next. ETH is going to explode. ETH is going to explode. ETH is going to explode. I'm wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
So family, brand channel, hit the subscribe button. Guys, who's still bullish? Why are we turning bearish? Because the market's manipulated. It was quite a ride, baby. It felt like an absolute movie after these last 48 hours. But a lot of good things happened, right? And you got to be looking at the story and understanding what's happening behind the doors before it starts to happen, right? Very, very, very important. Okay, so I want to give my quick thoughts. I see people around 50% bullish right now, right? Their goal here within today's show is to get you a lot more bullish when the market is now uncertain again, right? This is where doubts come in, all these sort of things. You need to drink tequila right now, okay? I need to drink tequila on a couple of tokens. And remember, whoever's new watching here, when I say drink tequila, it means it's time to get drunk at the party and start to load up and get ready for the pump, right? When the pump starts to happen, I'm going to tell you to start drinking water, which means start moving money into cash. When we start to see the whole world is drunk and starting to stumble over the place, it's time to start making cash, right? So between each other, we're going to bring alcohol analogies because people understand it a lot and we've seen it. We don't want to be that drunk guy at the party when the party's only 8 o'clock in the evening, right? And in order to do that, you need to understand when is the right time to drink tequila and when is the right time to not drink tequila. So when the market is only 50% bullish, it's a time to drink tequila, right? When the market is 90% bullish, it's time to sober up because everyone else is going to get drunk. Okay, and the market's going to destroy you when you're drunk. The market is filled with bouncers that are standing all over the side here, right? And they're willing to kick you out and destroy you and not allow you back in the club at any different moments. But that's not the time right now. The time right now is you have an opportunity to get a VIP seat in the club. Okay, you should start having a few tequilas, start warming up now, start having a great time, because you know who those who get to the festival early, you know what happens? You get a front row seat, right? When you get a front row seat, you get the best damn view, okay, of the best show in the main event. Well, people are piling through the doors at the end, and they're trying to look at the back there and trying to see their main artist perform, right? This is the big difference of knowing when to fish. Now, again, what makes this quite tricky is the market plays a lot of manipulated mind games, okay, that kind of keeps you away in the beginning. Okay, to make you not really interested, and then later on you hear everyone's at this party, okay, and then you try to get in and all the tickets are damn sold. Okay, so the market is brilliant at mixing your damn mind up, and today I'm here to show you the complete story, okay, of what I think is majorly happening. How is everyone doing, by the way? Can we get likes through the roof, please? Likes, give it up, give it up, give it up. I will give away Sniper Club. I will give away Bitfunded accounts today. Get the likes through the roof because we are at the perfect time within this market. So let's go through a couple of things before I bring up the charts. First thing is, okay, we had Bitcoin ranging quite a bit and we had dominance speed up. And why this was happening was because everything around this election is Bitcoin hype, right? Is Bitcoin going to be the backup of what in the reserve? It's all these sort of things happening. Is Trump going to speak about it? All these things happening, right? And we saw this whole market basically flip to Bitcoin. Okay, and this was by Friday. Then all of a sudden on Saturday, here comes a Trump meme token. And it basically blew Solana through the roof. Okay, and it brought $80 billion into the market. Now, what it did is it brought, I'd say hundreds of thousands of people, okay, came into crypto because they heard about this this Trump token. And we saw that the all-time searches of how to buy crypto is the highest that has ever been in crypto before. Okay. And what that basically showed me here is Trump is on a mission to use crypto as a major hype. Okay. And he wants the crypto audience, but this meme coin was such a curveball because people are like, what the hell is happening? It is very simple, right? This brings in a bunch of people around the world. It brings them into crypto. Because the president all of a sudden is launching a damn coin, right? What this does is this brings billions of dollars into the market, okay? But it was basically explaining that when the party is going to end is when the party is the fullest. When the party has too many people is when the party is coming to an end, right? And what that basically means is when there is a lot of people in crypto, it is time to take profits. Right? When there's not a lot of people in crypto, it's time to buy within the market. This was a tactic to bring in tons of eyeballs. Okay. I don't think the Trump token itself is very powerful at all. I actually think you are exit liquidity by buying the Trump token. I actually think you're the one that's going to be sold into. So it's so important not to get drunk on the Trump token when you don't understand that that is there to bring liquidity to the market, but to bring a lot of eyeballs. And that gave me the first hint that we are ready for an altcoin explosion because the market is ready for eyeballs. Okay. And when the market is ready for eyeballs, it means that people are going to flood in so quickly because 20% of the market remain when the market is in a hard place. 80% enter the market when the market is rallying and going to the upside, which means the market is ready for another 70 to 80% of people to come into it. That results in a lot of money. And again, it results in a lot of liquidity and it gives us a lot of opportunity to sell into that major move to the upside. Okay. Plus we finally had a reason for Solana to ignite. This is Solana's road to $400 to $600. It needed that hype to break through the major highs. Okay. Now let's go through a couple of things and start preparing and go. Trump, yes, he is leading the retail masses to the party. Of course he is. Of course he is. He wants a very big party and he wants to be here to make a massive shift. And again, just to clarify, guys, for me, I don't have any preferences of who's leading the world and who's not, right? I'm very much focused on what the market is going to do and how we can all financially retire. If you financially retired, you have choice and you can move around in the world. If you're not happy with the way things are running in your country, you have money to move to another country. You have money to take your family with you. You have money to do these things. I am supporting Bitcoin. I'm supporting what is best for this market. That is what I'm supporting. That's where my heart is at, right? And for me, I think this is one of the best ways that this market is going to start igniting and going to crazy levels. So this is a big manipulation phase. Okay, but the good things that came from it was the Trump token coming in, bringing a lot of eyeballs and bringing a lot of liquidity. Okay, then igniting Solana. Okay, and also slowing down the dominance, which I'll show you now in a second. But this manipulation phase now is about to start to end. Okay, and another big thing that happened was we broke an all-time high, which is really good, which means that the sell wall that was sitting here is no longer there. And it's very likely when price gets there again, it's going to break through it. Okay, and remember, my next target here is I think Bitcoin is going to go to $120,000 to $130,000. Okay, and I still think it can happen in the next 2 weeks, maybe a little bit sooner, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. But I think that Bitcoin is now getting ready to start moving. It just had to get through this big phase here of people uncertain. But the moment that Bitcoin starts to do this, think about it. Trump walked in, everyone hyped into it. Then the market tanked into it when he didn't say anything about crypto. Okay. And what happens now is now things start happening, and there's a small mention. And when this starts to happen, everyone starts to believe it and starts come flying through the doors very, very, very quickly. So let's go through a couple of things. The first thing I want to show you guys is quickly the high time frame views. Okay. That Bitcoin is on track. Bitcoin is on track to this plan that I built a while back. This is what I think what happens, right? I still think that from here, within the end of this month to the first week of Feb, I do think Bitcoin is sitting at $130,000. Then I do think there is a shakeout that triggers alt season. I then think Bitcoin goes on a rally to $170,000 to $200,000. And this goes towards the Feb, March, April sort of stage. I think by May, we go through a mid crash. I think by the areas of July, August, we reach the tops. And I think end of the year, the cycle is done for now. I don't think there is 4-year cycles anymore. I think the market will retrace for a couple of months. I think the stock market's in a bit of trouble at the end of the year. I think all these sort of things, we need to make sure we're sitting on a bunch of cash. We've drunken a bunch of water, wait for the whole world to go on special, and we go again, right? So this is still looking on track. When it comes to the actual chart side here on candles, Bitcoin is looking very bullish. And I want to show you guys this over here. Bitcoin is looking really good. Okay. First higher high, which is amazing. Okay. And so far, the candle is looking really strong. The important thing for Bitcoin is to clear $100,000 this week. And we are in for Bitcoin to make that $130,000 push at any moment. But the big sign here, guys, is altcoins. Altcoins have now broken the bull flag wedge. Okay, so what you are seeing here on altcoins is you saw the massive rally when Trump walked through the door. Then you saw a flag that is being built. Okay, and now what you have is us popping our heads through the door. And the exciting thing about that is altcoins are about to join the party at a very fast rate. Okay, because we are literally, if we look at percentage meters over here, we are about 8 to 9% away from all-time highs on altcoins, which means at the moment that alts start creeping up here, it will always have a bit of turbulence here. That's why altcoins stopped yesterday, okay? And why altcoins stopped on that major push, because it's fighting the biggest resistance that it's had all the way since 2021. But the moment that it gets through here, all of a sudden you're going to start to see a parabolic run. So this is giving me indications that altcoins are getting ready to join the party, and they're getting ready to start to speed up, which means we are moments away from the collapse in Bitcoin dominance. And just to remind you again, the last 2 times we had a president walk through the doors, the dominance collapsed a few weeks later. Okay, and it shows around 2 weeks later, the dominance absolutely collapsed. The first time it went from 90% all the way down to 38%. Second time it went from 74% all the way down to 40%. And now we are sitting at 60%, close to 60% mark. And I'm seeing the Bitcoin dominance come again, either to the low or even lower this time, because I don't think crypto has ever been this bullish on altcoins. Plus, I don't think altcoins have been doing as much work as what they've been doing right now. Altcoins and chains are actually building stuff. We have AI being built. We have a lot of things actually happening. So this might even result into a bigger push over here. But nonetheless, the market is ready for it. It is ready for the pullback within the Bitcoin dominance. And I want to excite you one more time, because if you look at this over here, look at the monthly stochastic RSI has now officially crossed lines and has entered below the 80%. And if you go look at the times of when this happened previously, you could see that these marked the tops of the Bitcoin dominance when we started entering these phases over here. All the times within history, this is when the altcoins started to catch up, which for me puts on the timer. And the timer is telling me that we have till now, till the areas within the next 6 months, to make a lot of money and to bank a lot of money, because we are getting to the next phase now, which is the speed up phase. And I want to show you guys one more chart here just to explain to you the way it works. Now, don't think of this as just the Bitcoin chart. Think of this as altcoins. Think of this as ETH. Think of this as any token, right? Here, 10% of people are involved. People that actually believe in the tech, right? Here, you're around 20% of people are in, right? So put this into equivalent. This is 1 million people. This is 2 million people, okay? The moment you start breaking here, you start entering 50% of people in crypto, okay? The moment you start going parabolic is when 80 to 100% is reached, okay? So when it comes to altcoins itself, Bitcoin, we have seen a massive increase of people buying Bitcoin this year, right? And last year, right? We saw institutions, we saw a lot of people. Bitcoin's no joke right now. And again, it's quite funny that Michael Saylor says things will be different very soon. He's buying more, right? So it's a no-brainer that Bitcoin got put onto the map, okay? And it's a no-brainer that a lot of people have flown into Bitcoin this year. So the moment that you start breaking through the highs and you start going parabolic, then you start getting to a point of 50%, and that's where I think Bitcoin's at. I think Bitcoin's at 50% to 60% of the amount of people that are going to be in Bitcoin this cycle. Then I think the moment we start breaking the 130, 140, 150, we reach the 80 to 100% mark, okay? And that is 100% take profit season, because that's when a lot of people that don't know anything about crypto will enter crypto, make a little bit of money in the beginning, and they'll start putting their whole life savings in. And you're going to see a massive increase in price in a very quick manner. But the moment that anything speeds up, and I want to remind you the way crypto works, crypto always starts off slow and then speeds up. And when it speeds up, it actually gets near the end, right? So the goal here is to always make sure you are in the build-up phase to something versus attacking the big, fast greenness, because that is when it is going to end, okay? As an example, when Bitcoin started to speed up here, it ended, right? It started to speed up, it ended. When it started to speed up, it ended. Okay, every time you see when it speeds up, you basically are getting a massive increase in people, which creates a lot of exit liquidity, and behind the doors, a lot of sales are basically happening. Now, you go back over there and you understand how much people are in altcoins right now. Okay, the first phase over here, 10% of people in altcoins, right? Second phase over here is 20% of people in altcoins. Okay, what's the next phase? The next phase is the 50% and then the 100% phase. So it's very clear what is the important investments right now within the market cycle. And it's very important what basically comes next, right? Again, if you had to look at this as a coin, would you buy this damn coin? And I just want to show you guys this again. If this has been your coin, any investor, any person, any of this, if that is your token, would you buy this token? Okay, where something has just been rallying up and up and up and up and up, it's very likely you will not buy this token, right? And this is the Bitcoin dominance. It is clear that this has been dominating the market for a long time, of up to 2 years, but it's a terrible investment. It's a terrible investment to choose Bitcoin over altcoins right now, okay? The time to invest is when it does that, right? When it drops all the way down, chills for, but that's the time to buy Bitcoin and to choose Bitcoin over the rest. So it is clear right now that the token that is overbought and too overvalued, okay, is the Bitcoin dominance. It is terrible to buy this right now, and understand. But again, this market works in cycles. And this is not that we don't want Bitcoin. No, we want a lot of Bitcoin. But altcoins at the phase now where they are ready to outperform Bitcoin, which means by being in altcoins, you're going to make a lot of more Bitcoin. Then the goal is by this April, May stage to get out of your damn altcoins and back into Bitcoin, because the market is getting ready to get down at that point. And when the market comes down, Bitcoin is going to hold the best. Why? Because as institutional money, it has a lot of buying power when the market is coming down and depressed versus altcoins. Altcoins, they just allow them to collapse, right? It was so easy for Solana to go to $300 and so easy for it to come back to $220, right? When it comes down, no one wants to touch crap. But when Bitcoin comes down, Bitcoin had so much pressure on it in the last few weeks, but it could not break $90,000. Do you understand how strong that is? That's incredibly strong. In down markets, we want Bitcoin. In up markets, we want altcoins, right? And that's the important thing to understand with that phase over there as well. Shirley, I haven't been called Shirley in a very long time. Thank you, sir. Okay, so that's where we're at. So again, your big specials here on the weekly time frame. And I'm telling you this now, an ETH season is going to happen. And I want to show you an important chart here on ETH as well. The last 2 times, right, presidents walked through the door was the ETH to Bitcoin bottom. Okay, look at the time here in 2017. okay, when we got to the phase of the beginning of 2017, ETH outperformed Bitcoin at that thing by 1,200%, right? Then the next cycle, and this is all the beginning of Jan, right? New presidents walk through the door. We then had ETH outperformed by 250%. We are at the exact same place, exact same time, and nearly the exact same price. Okay, which again, a very bullish ETH is going to bring this Bitcoin dominance down. Okay, now this time is a little bit different, and why I think that the dominance is going to collapse even harder is because this time we have XRP stronger than ever. Okay, we have Solana getting a lot of strength. Okay, and we have a lot of these market cap tokens coming in that's going to help drive that dominance down very big. It's not just ETH anymore. ETH used to be that one buff friend of yours that you thought would always protect you at the club. Okay, now you got 10 of them. I got 10 buff friends. You can walk around like a boss, baby, because you know you got 10 buff friends that are around you there. Okay, they're going to protect you. That's the difference this time. Okay, which means the party can get way more bigger. Okay, and you can be way more protected within that space by understanding that there's a lot of chains and stuff that are going to drive this price down to the downside. So that is very important over there. So looking at ETH, there's an inverse head and shoulders. It's a no-brainer to buy ETH. It's a no-brainer to understand that. Look at Sol. I told you guys last week, buy damn Sol for investment. Okay, look at the recipe of what it did. Sol has now broken all-time highs. Yes, it's rejected. The next time it gets there, it's not going to, because there's no more wall there anymore. It is time for Solana, okay, to get to this big area. Let's just get rid of this, of $400. Okay, and then let's go look at the next targets of Sol. Okay, put that on over there. The next target is $600. Then I'd say, okay, it's time to get Bitcoin, right? And all these things. And you go again over here. Look at Casper. Look at Injective. Look at 𝗘𝗫𝗅. Look at 𝗬𝗥𝗡. Look at GRT. Look at ThorChain. Look at where all these tokens are extremely undervalued when it comes to the weekly chart and the high time frame views over there as well. Okay, next couple of things. Before I jump into the major charts over here, we've got Income Sharks saying, here was Bitcoin, the last presidential election. Panic into the, I can never say that word, when inauguration, when people walk through, okay, then rally for months. You should be happy this is playing out the same. There is a lot, look at this, manipulated market rallies. Okay, people are here, they're just like unsure, right? Is he going to talk about it? He's not going to talk about it. People are very panicky. Okay, cool. After that, things start to go fine and things start to rally up. But again, it's a temporary fix for a couple of months, and then it's time to bank profits. Do not get it out of your brain that we are taking a lot of profits this bull market. A lot of profits. I'm going to be 100% out of altcoins this bull market, and I'm going to be 50% in Bitcoin and 50% in fiat, because I believe the rest of the market's going to go on special. I think the rest of the market's going to pull down, and I want cash. I want to be the guy when the whole world is melting. I have money to buy the biggest specials out there. To commemorate the inauguration of J. Trump, the 47th president, what was proud to announce the following: strategic purchases today. Wow, $47 million of ETH. Aave, Link, Tron, and ENA. Look how much buying is happening. ETH, baby. Look at this. But look at this. They buying altcoins. Okay, look at this damn wallet over here. Okay, this is the World Liberty FI, whatever that may be, right? This comes from the team. But look at this. Look how much money is getting purchased here in altcoins. Look how many altcoins here. They're buying Mingles and Pepe. And they're buying they're buying all these things. Look at that. Okay, insane amounts over here when it comes to understanding what comes next. So let's go through the charts and let me show you guys what I'm seeing next. So this for me was manipulation, okay, and a lot of emotions. Now the market is ready to go up again. Okay, there is a lot of liquidity that was left over yesterday. A lot. Okay, but the main thing is we broke all-time highs. Bitcoin is now ready to actually go back to normal. And what that means is it is time for Bitcoin to slowly start grinding up again. Not this choppy or this massive parabolic run. No, this is time for Bitcoin to start doing this again. The slow climb back up within that time. The slow climb is going to allow the market, okay, and the altcoins to run with it. What that's going to do is create a lot of hype around altcoins, because they're going to see that altcoins grow more than Bitcoin. And overall, you're going to have a market that's going to start moving natural again and not manipulated. So here are my two plays on Bitcoin, or my main play, okay? So the first main play is Bitcoin's going to pump up the next few hours, small dip off, and actually in the next 2 to 3 days, Bitcoin is back at $110,000. By the end of this week, okay, to the beginning of next week, I see Bitcoin actually breaking the highs and starting its rally up to the upside. In that time, okay, Bitcoin dominance has just lost an hour support, which means for me that at any moment now, altcoins are going to start joining the party, right? And we're just going to have this dominance possibly do exactly what it's been doing, but slowly to the downside. Slowly start doing this, because it's very likely that at any moment, Ethereum is going to be mentioned by the right person, the right time, maybe a Doge, maybe a this. You're just going to hear these little altcoin news drops that are going to happen, and you're going to see the popcorn effect start. Okay, when that popcorn effect starts, you're going to see one or two tokens do crazy things in a day, and then you're going to start to see overall the altcoin market start to coil up and start to move, and things start shifting again. Okay, what that looks like for the total 3 is very clear. Here is a short-term break for the total 3 for the day. So what you saw yesterday is you saw the altcoins crept up to the high, did not break that wall, and came straight back down to the low. And all that you can see here is the altcoins were just very emotional, right? But now that the emotion is done, okay, and the big event has happened, now it is time for a slow climb within the altcoins. So what you see now is you start to see from here, you start to see a slow rally up within the alts, okay, up to the all-time highs. In that time, you see the slow rally up from Bitcoin back to $110,000. Then what happens is the massive short squeeze. And I want to show you guys what this looks like on total 3. From here, total 3 starts to rally up very quickly, and it starts to enter the phase that Bitcoin entered when it broke the $70,000 mark. So what that means for you today is that there are opportunities to buy right now. Okay, why? Because we only just recently broke the trend. So this is your buy zones that you're seeing right now. And from here, they are going to start to extend to the up band. Okay. And this again is 25% to the top within a lot of altcoins. We saw Solana do it in one day. And again, I want to remind you, how fast did Solana go from $180 to $300? One day, right? 1 day to 2 days it did that. Okay. That's how fast your altcoins are going to move. One by one, they're just going to go. So the important thing here is to take your damn bets and to be patient. When your one bet starts to perform, which means if you are in 20 altcoins now in your portfolio and your one altcoin does a 4x, it's time to start selling off on that altcoin. Okay, and focus on the rest of your bags. Okay, you got to start as your token goes and makes you a ton of money. You got to start getting out of that token, leaving 20% in if it wants to go higher, and giving yourself liquid and cash. When the next one starts to pop, you got to have that exit plan. Okay, and what that's going to do is going to fill you up with a bunch of cash. And when there is big drop-offs, you're going to have the money to obviously buy them. But secondly, you're playing the game. You got to understand that every altcoin is going to move at a different time. Okay, we are in a world where one word out of someone's mouth makes something explode. When that happens, take profits, right? You have to have this full game plan now before the whole club gets full of people, right? This is the very important thing. And I always say it. I say you're allowed to drink tequila when you've organized your Uber. You're allowed to drink tequila when you've made sure that your bag that you have for the day doesn't have any valuables, okay? And you are arranged and you have the right friends around you. You have your buff friends around you. When you're ready to party and not get beaten up and not get kicked out of the club, have a way to drive home, not going to get arrested, then you drink your tequila, right? You're preparing yourself for a great night, not for failure. The biggest problem that people make in crypto is they prepare themselves for failure. That is not what you're going to do over here. You're going to prepare yourself and understand that not all altcoins are going to run at once. But when your altcoin runs, you need to know what you are doing, right? So that is the total 3 and how things are going to start accelerating very quickly. How this looks like on ETH. Your choice what you want to do with this graph, but this is exactly what I'm seeing within ETH. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of mentions, okay, within Trump and them and all these different things, loving ETH, buying ETH, everything ETH, right? And we saw a little mention of a Trump token launching on Solana, what that did. ETH is going to wake up, and it's going to be a very big pillar in the dominance collapse. ETH is a mega good trade, okay? So you could see over here, this is what I see happening on ETH. I see ETH at any point start to catch up, start to move up. Okay, and we know that ETH is extremely undervalued. So from here, ETH starts to go up. The next thing we look from ETH is when it starts to speed up. ETH will start speeding up when it breaks 3.5. Then it will go to the 4, and then we'll obviously start looking at the all-time high group and matching over here. Solana is actually in a buy zone today. Okay, and I want you to keep an eye on this. Solana did not go parabolic yet. Okay, it just started. And the way this looks is it looks like a major 3-legged wave that is incoming on Sol. So what this looks like for me on Sol is there was the first leg. Just draw that correctly. There's the first leg. There's another 2 legs still incoming on Sol. And that's what results to me up to a $400 to a $600 Sol. But I want to explain to you why I still think it is a buy. Because right now, All we needed was Sol to break all-time highs, which it did. So that wall is now gone. Then it pulled back from $290 back to $240. When it breaks this flag over here, Solana's going for the next leg. There is no more wall over here anymore. That is gone. Okay, so what happens now is Sol starts to break this leg and starts to make its way to the upside. Keep your eyes on a Solana breakout today that is actually available and is not behind anymore. Buying it at 290 was too expensive. But the fact that you know that it broke the wall and that wall is gone, and this is opened up to a $400 Sol. Okay, and to be honest, it looks like Trump ignited memes again. And if memes are ignited again, that means that Solana is valuable again, right? Sol was very valuable when the memes were going and everyone was using the damn Solana chain and creating memes and all these sort of things. Trump just came and saved the meme market, in my opinion, because AI agents was replacing it so quickly, so very, very fast. So Solana is in a really good zone to pay attention to. The next one's here, and I'll go through a couple of new alts as well, is Casper. Casper broke that big zone now. Casper is ready, and it's showing us that it's one of the strongest tokens right now, okay? Has not had a rally in months, okay? And from here, I'm seeing a Casper run to the all-time highs. I do see it breaking the all-time highs too. Casper is in a good zone and breaking out very shortly. Injective. Here is a short-term trade on Injective. Back at the range low. So again, you probably got very demotivated that your altcoins pumped and went straight back to the areas. What you don't understand, okay, is that the total 3 is 9% away from all-time high breaks, and this is when altcoins start to go parabolic. They start to rip very quickly. Okay, so all of these prices where you can be sitting demotivated that the price came back down, understanding that this is called accumulation. Okay, before AVAX pumped this area over here, and I really want you to understand if your token's in accumulation, because that is the time where you should be drinking the most tequila. Okay, not when the party is awakened up. Because before AVAX pumped 141%, it was in accumulation. Do you see that? When no one was interested, it was choppy, not getting there. But what accumulation creates is result. As long as something goes sideways, is as long as it will pump for. Okay, so going back here to AVAX, there's AVAX on the 618. The best time you can invest in it when it comes to a spot entry or a long-term entry within the play. There it is over there, right? Keep an eye on 𝗏𝗘. I broke up this morning and I see all of these things breaking trends at the range lows. 𝗏𝗘, GRT, Thorchain, right? All of these things are starting to wake up. Algorand showed us massive strength when the market woke up. There's Algo turning something to support. And again, all that I'm seeing from here is this rallies back up, and I'm seeing the next major leg within these altcoins. I saw on this list over here, Chainlink's over here, right? Chainlink's over there, Aave's over there. You could see Chainlink is starting to get ready. Look at that. Chainlink is turning something that was resistance into support. It is time for Chainlink to make its way up to the damn tops. Not only wake its way to the tops, to start breaking up back. And you could see here, remember when I explained to you guys, it's so important to do this. Zoom out to your weekly charts, right? And there are 4 phases in crypto, especially when it comes into altcoins, okay? You have your phase A, which is when your legit believers in the token are investing. Then you have your phase B, okay, and your phase B is when your token starts to approach previous all-time highs, previous levels that it's been. Hype starts, right? And we saw that with XRP, and I'll show you on XRP for a second. Okay, then you get phase C, where 50% of the market comes in, and then you get the last phase and when it finishes. So you can see that this very much, I do think Link will hit $100. I do think it will hit $100. I do think it maybe hits $110. Won't stay there that long. And then I do think it will come back to $40, $50 again. That's exactly what I'm seeing. But the main concept is to understand what phase is your token actually in. Okay, and we go look at this, and I want to show you the exact phase over here because it's so important to understand. Is going back here to XRP, right? And looking at XRP on the high time frame here. Where is XRP on a other exchange? Let's see here. Bitstamp. That will probably give us one of the earliest views over here. Okay, there we go. So first thing over here is this is where XRP Army were buying, right? And they held for so long. And I'm so proud of them for getting their damn pump, right? Then what happened is all of a sudden we started to enter phase B, right? Now we're getting to the phase of breaking all-time highs, and XRP is about to enter phase C, right? And then from there, phase D and XRP's rally's done. So for me, I think XRP is going to go to $5, $6, maybe $7, and then it's finished. Then what's crazy, okay, is once a token has hit phase D, it's going to go back to phase B, which means from here, you start to rally up, let's say, and then it's going to come all the way back down over here and then go again later on, the next couple of months to couple of years. That's how much your tokens are going to come down. Okay, so if you want to wait for the party to be late to enter, that's the problem. So again, going back over here and looking at these tokens, you understand where they're basically at, right? Injective is in phase B. Casper is in the phase B, going into the phase C once it breaks the highs. Your biggest specials right now is your Chainlinks, your THORchains, your AVAXs. They are still very, very, very early. So Chainlink for me is a big one now. Zoom in again. Is a big one for a spot trade. I think these are entries that can take you up to $100. Okay, so Chainlink is a big one for me. Atom. Look at Atom. Zoomed in here this morning, and I can see Atom is about to break very big trends. It broke the 1 hour trend, and the next trend is over here. Okay, a couple of other tokens that were sitting on that list over there as well is where is my Aave? Aave is on that list. Look at Aave. About to break the highs on the high time frame, about to exit phase A and go into phase B. It's time for Aave to get back to $700, right? And then after that, going to the all-time highs. So zooming in on that, look at Aave, breaking trend, ready to get the highs, getting ready for a short squeeze. Good time to make sure that you have, if you like Aave, part of your damn investments now. It's going to run out. When it's up here, it's too late. Okay, and it's not the time to get in. Now let's go through a couple of altcoins. Okay, so I've gone through those. Let's zoom in. Okay, we've got THORchain, we've got Algo, we've got Chain. Look at Chainlink. Look at that. Alt season is there, baby. Litecoin. Look at that. Great entry on Litecoin. Break a trend, retest right now. Litecoin's ready to go. Look at Cardano. Cardano is getting ready to rocket. Hyperliquid. There we go. Want to break through, baby. This is a good entry on Hyper, right? Here's the damn Trump token. So what I think is going to happen in the Trump token is this money is basically, I think Trump token is going to go up again. And then I'm going to show you what I think happens. I think this is going to go up again. There'll be some more hype. A lot of people and liquidity will fly into the market. And then I think it's going to start doing this. Because why? Because Trump's going to get boring, the token. Okay. And then they're going to see, ooh, Solana's at $400. Ooh, THORchain's pumping. Ooh, Chainlink's pumping. And all these people are going to get out into altcoins. Okay. So remember, this was a leader and a generator to get people interested in crypto. Once they're interested, they're going to see all the shiny objects. So what basically happened is think crypto as a mall, right? It's a shopping mall. Okay. And let's say we bring one of your biggest superstars. We tell you that your biggest superstar in the world, Eminem's going to be at the front door. Okay. What happens then is millions of people come to the shopping mall, right? Eminem's going to be there, right? Then Eminem walks inside and he disappears. But now what you have is you have 1 million people in the mall. Then they look and they're like, oh, there's a shoe shop. Wow, they got a 20% discount. Oh, there is a cell phone shop. Oh, there is a gaming shop. And they start to shop, right? So what happens is the big thing brings everyone flying into crypto, and then they start to notice, wow, there's a bunch of cool shops over here, and they start buying all the damn cool shops, and they start caring about how they got to the mall. They start caring about, oh, I want to buy this now. Wow, you know, and the fact that there is so many lines outside of store, and you know, this is a marketing tool, right? If you want people to go to your shop, you should pay people on the side to make your shop look busy. Right? If there's people in lines, people in queues and stuff, people are like, whoa, that shop's like amazing. That shop's great, right? And that's what creates, it's all a psychology game, and it's a trick that plays within the market, right? And I want you to be, if you were here because you bought the Trump token and you've never seen crypto before in your life, I want you to know that you were led here, right? But stick with us now and let's do it properly. Let's make sure that you really use crypto. It's an amazing space. Changed my life personally, changed thousands of people's lives as well, okay? And it's got a big opportunity to change your life as well. Okay. Let's go through. Yes, we've got Myriad token. There's the Aave. Aave is looking strong right now. Another token as well that's looking really good, guys. We know this token. It's done very well. Is Ondo. Ondo has now pulled back. I love it because this thing is now down 37% from the highs, breaking trends, retesting, and ready to go up again. Okay, so Ondo is looking amazing over there as well. Couple of other things. Let's have a look over here. Remember, guys, if you're new to crypto, you got no exchange today. Sign up with my, let's have a look here. Where is it? Over there, CoinW. Sign up with this link over here. No KYC. And if you sign up, you get $50. Okay. And if you deposit $100, you get another $100 on top of that. And if you trade, you get another $200. You get $350 just by using the link. If you're looking to trade an account, then take that damn account. Okay. And anyone, and this is so important. If you are new here today, listen up, right? If you have used my WeX link, my show link, if you have used my CoinW show link, if you used my Bybit show link, if you've used any of my links before, you can go and get automatically verified into my school that launches next week. That's going to teach you everything about crypto, everything you need to know. Click on the school link over here. There's no verification wall. There's no change in links. If you have used my WeX link, any of my show links, you can get into the school event over here. Go and click on this link. Go put in your email and address. It will verify you and you'll get accepted and meet me in class next week. It's going to be 10 days with me and you're going to understand my shows 100%. You're going to understand why he's trend lines, what time frames he's speaking. You're going to understand. You're going to be able to use the skill to help you a lot. Okay, let's go through a couple. Is there any other interesting tweets? Oh, Michael Saylor, the company of the 47th president of the United States just bought $47 million in Bitcoin. We know what comes next. Okay, guys, I think that is it for today. How's my likes? 1.5. Okay, let's give away something. 1.5 is decent. Get me to 2,000 likes quickly. And should we do a few community tokens? Okay, let's do a couple of minutes community token. Put your token, okay, and say LTMT or a high time frame, short time frame, medium time frame. Put your token. I'll chart it for you now, okay? And like up the video, get the likes up, okay? And tell me who wants Bitfunded. Remember, Bitfunded is prop trading. And if you want to come into crypto now and you've learned, oh, I want to leverage trade, I would do proper trading, right? The reason being is what prop trading is they basically say, okay, we'll let you trade a demo account and you pay $80. If you can pass 2 levels, the one is 8%, so it means you get 8% trade and you get a 5% trade after that. We will let you trade with our money, okay? So that means, yeah, you pay $89, you trade 2 levels, and if you pass those 2 levels, you trade with $5,000 real money, and every time you bank profits, you will make 90% of the profits. Okay, this gives those who don't have a lot of money, because remember, when the markets come down, you don't know leverage and you wipe half your accounts, you're losing a lot of money. Well, here, this is all that you're risking. If you pay $99, you get $10,000. You pay $250, you get a $25,000 account. And if you pay $400, you get a $50,000 account. So I will give away these base ones over here. I'll give away 3. So who wants it? Yes, Austin Wiz, if I'm saying it right, you can have one of these accounts. Who else wants, guys? Who else wants to try this over here? This is... I have no idea how to say that. Yes, you get one over there. Can we have a lady, please, sir? We like ladies over here. If you don't know me, my mother is a leverage trader and she's incredible. Okay. So for the woman audience, I want you guys to whip all the guys' butts. Okay. Next one. Let's go. Ladies, speak up, speak up, speak up. Then the other thing as well, guys, is Sniper Club. Join Sniper Club, especially if you want to go to the next level. Sniper Club is an education and a call platform where we do give calls. There is a bit more of me, but there is something way stronger than me, a powerful team. The team that actually led me to my success and actually took me in the beginning when I had no community. Okay, so Sniper Club is something incredible. Here is the link over here. You do pay for it, but it's a more VIP experience and it will take you to the next level if you are looking for a community, because I know crypto can be very lonely. Okay, without anyone, you'll be very stuck. Okay. Yes, Anise, you get a Bitfunded account over there as well. What is Bitcoin doing? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Oof, pushing up. Let's see what's Dominus doing. Getting ready to come down. So this means alts are starting to wake up. Let's go, altcoins. It's time. Injective getting ready to pop. There's Casper in the zones. Okay, let's have a couple of tokens, Maddie. Okay. Yes, sir. Nia protocol. Yes, sir. Vet actually had a very good day the other day. Vet is warming up very good. Yes. Okay, let's go through them. So the first thing, high time frame. Where is Nakamoto? Okay. So let's put this in. Nakamoto is now in phase A. So as an investor, this is when not a lot of people are interested in it, but it's the best time to invest. Okay. High time frame or lower time frame, you could see that there is a trend line. So Naka will start pumping and go from phase A to phase B once it breaks through the $1 mark. Okay, so right now it is accumulating and it's telling us that in the next 4 to 5 weeks, it will start getting ready to enter the next phase. So it's a good investment entry right now, not the best trading token. Okay, Nia protocol is in phase A. Okay, a good investment area over here and it's on support. The moment it starts breaking through the $8 mark, it will start going. So it's a good investment entry. VET. Same thing, phase A over there as well. Plus, VET has actually broken trend and getting ready to start accelerating. Do you see that? Very good investment entry over there as well when it comes to VET. Guys, love you lots. be here tomorrow, okay? Bring your damn sober butts. We'll drink some tequila together. We'll have a great time. And follow me this week, and let's prepare for a major alt rally. Love you lots. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.